Hey guys, Brian Taylor here with Dreamline Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to talk to you today about the Charlotte housing market and how things stand right now. So stick around. Welcome back to my channel. It's March 2021 and I want to share some insights and data into the Charlotte housing market. So the data I'm sharing with you is through February of last month, as our data is 1 month in arrears. So let's jump right in. The first piece of data is new listings. In February, there were 4,481 new listings that hit the market, which is down 6.2% from the same time last year. And if you've been paying attention and following along with my channel, you know we've talked a lot about the shortage of inventory, and this number is a clear indication of that. So we're simply dealing with very few houses to show our buyers right now, which has caused the multiple offer situations that we repeatedly talk about. And time will tell if we start seeing more listings coming to the market as we head into the true spring market, I should say. And hopefully more sellers will start to list their houses and feel better about putting their house on the market, especially as the COVID vaccinations continue to roll out. I really feel like sellers are gonna feel more comfortable to start listing their houses as we roll into the summer month. Now let's talk about pending sales. Pending sales have increased 11.4% from February 2020, and this has to do with the high buyer demand. So inventory is being scooped up at a rapid pace, which naturally means that pending sales will follow that trend. And speaking of inventory being scooped up, let's look at the days on the market. The average house right now stays on the market for 31 days before it goes under contract, which is down from 50 days a year ago. Now let me pause here for a second and tell you up front that this number can seem a little bit misleading. So this data is for the entire Charlotte region and includes all sales prices. But the reality is that the majority of the houses are selling in just a couple of days or so, and again, with multiple offers. And the price ranges where we're seeing those sales occur in that short period of time are the homes that are priced between $175,000 to about $600,000. So this number of 31 days takes into consideration those properties that are likely priced in the very high price ranges, say $1 million or more, or the very end low priced homes that are not probably in the best condition, that take a willing investor or just the right buyer for them. So let's move on to average list price. The bottom line is home values are increasing at a strong and steady pace, and the average list price is $380,319 as compared to last year at $351,494, and that's an increase of almost $29,000 per year, and we expect that pace to continue into 2022, especially if the low inventory situation continues. And the same thing holds true for the average sales price. Right now the average sales price sits at $340,881 as compared to last year at $304,885. And that's a difference of almost $36,000. So if you're a homeowner in this market right now, the appreciation you're seeing is an added bonus that will likely continue as we move forward, and there's really no sign of this type of appreciation slowing down anytime soon. Now let's talk about percent of list price received. Because we're in a seller's market and sellers have extreme leverage right now, they're getting 99.3% of their listing price on average, which is 2.5% higher than last year. However, this number can seem a little misleading as well. Again, because we're in a multiple offer situation in many sales prices, a lot of sellers are actually getting well over asking price, and some sellers are seeing a return of 110 to 120% or more of their actual list price. Now let's move on to inventory of homes for sale. This number is staggering and really displays how tight the market is right now. So there were 2,958 homes for sale in February, which was down 64.2% from last year. This significant decline in inventory is why we're seeing this intense dogfight as buyers are putting their best offers forward to outbid everybody else, since there are so few houses to choose from and so few houses to purchase. And our last stat is months supply of homes for sale. We currently sit at 0.6 months of supply, which is down from 1.9 months supply last year. And we've continually watched this number decrease every month, and what that means is this. With the buyer demand that exists right now, if no other houses came on the market, it would take just over 2 weeks for everything that currently exists to sell. To put that into perspective, A normal real estate market has about 6 months of supply, where there are many choices for buyers. When there are roughly just 2 weeks of supply, you can hopefully see why the supply and demand economics is fueling the craziness many are dealing with at the moment. So there you go, the March 2021 market update. And as always, if there's anything that we can help you with, we would be honored to have a conversation and help you get started when the time is right. And our contact information is in the description below. And to learn more about how the market has gotten to this point, you may want to check out this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified when new videos are released every week. And we'll see you next time. Make it a great day.